Hey, it's Tessa. I'm going to take you through a 10-minute go-to side lying series flow. This one is great for beginners, intermediate, advanced, all the levels because there's so many ways to shake it up. So we're going to get started. This is one of my favorites. You need a ball for this, but if you don't have a ball, it's totally okay. If you want to advance this, grab some ankle weights, put them on, and then you're going to meet me lying down on your side. I'm starting here on my right side body, but you can start on whichever. And then I'm going to take that ball and I'm going to place it right underneath my right waist. And extend my legs all the way out. So I'm going to find that nice long line from the tip of my shoulder to my hip to my ankle. And I'm propped out of this ball, not resting into it like a pillow, right? I'm staying lifted out of this shoulder. And I'm going to find a leg lift here to begin. Lifting that top leg up and lowering it down. Lift and lower. And I always like to say that gravity is my favorite prop because even though I don't have ankle weights on here, which totally take the ankle weights if you want, but even though I don't, I'm still feeling a lot of tension here, particularly because I'm taking it slow on the way down, right? You don't want to just like let momentum take its course because then you'll lose the effectiveness of the exercise. We're here for 3 and 2. Hold it lifted. We're going to find external rotation, so heels are going to touch and then lift back up. Lower and lift. Something that I tend to see a lot in my clients with side lying series in particular is that they lean themselves forward in space or they open themselves up, resting on that bottom leg. And that takes it out of the hips, right? So you're not finding that stability anymore. And that's a lot easier than trying to maintain that stacking, right? So try to keep your body between those two walls here. We're working in the frontal plane, so that side to side movement. Even though we're in an external rotation, I'm still keeping the hips square. For 3, 2, hold it lifted. I'm going to find internal rotation now. My toes are going to point down towards the ground. Lower and lift. Pressing out of that ball. This one is spicy. I feel like the internal rotation is... When you take the internal rotation, I want you to think about like rotating that hip, so your femur bone here towards the ground. It's not something that is like easily accessible for a lot of us, so it might not be like a huge movement. But again, just bringing the mind is like sufficient sometimes. All right, let's find that external to internal now. So we're going to go external rotation, internal rotation, external rotation, internal rotation. Oof, this is spicy. Staying lifted from that ball, staying lifted out of that shoulder. We're here for 4 and 3 and 2. Last one, find that parallel positioning again. We're going to sweep the leg forward in space, point the toes, and then flex the foot as you bring it back in alignment with your body. Point the toes, sweep it forward, flex the toes, bring it back. And as we're doing this, we're trying to keep the torso super still, right? So we don't want to be moving forward and back. And again, trying to keep the ankle here in alignment with the knee. The leg is staying lifted. Whew. Let's keep it extended here. Hold it here. We're going to lift the leg up, rainbow it back in, and then lift it back out in front of us. So these leg lifts are pretty intense. I'm not talking about getting the legs super high here. It's more about the width, right? So focus more about trying to reach the leg out and back in rather than lifting it up, right? Because when we lift up, we tend to put our hip out of alignment, and that's not what we're looking for here. Give me 4, and 3, and 2. Last one, bring it in, and tap it out. Whew. And then we'll just take that side series on the other side. So that ball will come right underneath you again, propped up. And again, you can take this always lying all the way down too. You don't need the ball, but the ball does make it a little bit more challenging because it's forcing you to stay engaged through the obliques. All right, hips are square. Right shoulder underneath right elbow, lift and lower. And by right shoulder, I meant left. So this is a great series to do, particularly if you're a runner, because it's really important to obviously strengthen those hips. Honestly, this is a great series to do for anyone. I just think side series in particular are like fall prevention 101. You're finding that gravity here, right? So not just dropping the foot down. For 4, and 3, and 2. Keep it lifted in 1. We're going to find that external rotation, lower, and lift. So this is also a nice series to add if you're a mat teacher and you just want an extra little glute series while lying down on the ground. It's nice to add into the flows. People love it. Or this is a good thing to add, like, you do a 10-minute ab video and then sandwich it with this side series. It's a pretty good workout in my opinion. Or you're bored and you're watching TV, remember this series. Last one, we're going to find internal rotation, lower, and lift. Touch the toes and lift it up. So again, rotating the hip, or the femur bone rather, in the hip socket. Staying lifted out of that shoulder. We're going to combo this out in 3 and 2. Last one, let's combo it here. External rotation, internal rotation. External and internal. Whew. We're there for 4 and 3 and 2. Find parallel now again, so your foot is lifted, it's parallel. We're going to sweep the leg forward and space point the toes and then flex the foot, bring it back. Point the toes, sweep forward and flex. Or you can flex it forward and point it back, whichever supports the flexion and extension better for you. This is quite a burner. So if anybody is doing this with ankle weights right now, I gotta give it to you. I really do. Because I could not be doing that right now. For 3 and 2. Last one, bring it all the way back and hold it here. We're gonna draw those rainbows. Lift it up, reach it out in front, and bring it back to center. Lift, lower. And maybe you want to take that hand here, that top hand, and have it tenting in front of you, because this is a little bit destabilizing and you might want to have that extra balance support, particularly if you notice your form starts to get a bit compromised. We're here for 3 and 2. Last one. And bring it in. Great job. Ready to take that ball out from underneath you. Let's take some mermaid stretches here. So we're going to find that Z-sit position. Left foot pressing into right thigh. Take that ball to the left hand. Reach it forward and then reach the right arm up overhead. Exhale, come all the way up and then take the counter stretch. Bring the hand back down, reach it over, and counter stretch on the other side. Alrighty, let's find that on the right now. Take that ball, bring it to the right hand, extend the right hand forward, reach left arm overhead, and exhale, come all the way up, counter stretch. Oof, that feels so good. Hand comes back down to the mat, reach it up. And then come all the way back up one more time. And you are good to go. Thanks guys, have a great day.